Discover the remarkable story of Bob Parsons, the man who transformed his life from humble beginnings to founding the billion-dollar company GoDaddy. In this detailed documentary, we delve into the lesser-known chapters of Parsons' life, from his struggles in school to his experiences as a Vietnam combat veteran. We also explore his passion for motorcycles and golf, shedding light on how these interests shaped his entrepreneurial spirit. Watch as we unravel the untold journey of a man who failed the 5th grade, but never failed to chase his dreams. Bob Parsons was born on November 27, 1950, into a working-class family in Baltimore, Maryland. His early years were shaped by a lack of material wealth, but they were rich in experiences that would later fuel his drive to succeed. Growing up in a blue-collar neighborhood, Bob learned the value of hard work from his parents, who often struggled to make ends meet. Despite their financial difficulties, Bob's parents instilled in him the importance of perseverance and grit. School, however, was a different story. Bob struggled academically from an early age, finding it difficult to keep up with his classmates. He was often distracted, more interested in tinkering with mechanical objects than in solving math equations. By the time he reached the 5th grade, his academic troubles had caught up with him, and he was held back, a blow to his confidence that could have derailed his future. But Bob was not one to give up easily. Failing the 5th grade might have been a setback, but it also became a turning point. He began to develop a fierce determination to prove that his worth wasn't measured by grades on a report card. This early failure would lay the foundation for a mindset that would carry him through the challenges ahead. At 18, Bob Parsons made a decision that would change his life forever. He enlisted in the U.S. Marine Corps. The year was 1969, and the United States was deeply embroiled in the Vietnam War. Bob's choice was driven by a mix of patriotism and a desire to escape the limitations of his past. The Marines, known for their toughness and discipline, seemed like the perfect place for a young man eager to prove himself. Bob was quickly shipped off to Vietnam, where he was thrust into the heart of the conflict. The horrors of war were unlike anything he had ever imagined. As a rifleman, he faced life-and-death situations daily, learning to rely on his instincts and his fellow Marines to survive. The discipline and resilience he developed during this time would later become key attributes in his business career. But Vietnam wasn't just about survival, it was also about growth. Bob's experiences in the war taught him invaluable lessons about leadership, teamwork, and the importance of staying focused on the mission, lessons that would serve him well in the years to come. Returning home, Bob was no longer the uncertain boy who had left Baltimore. He was now a battle-hardened Marine, ready to take on whatever life threw at him. Yet, adjusting to civilian life wasn't easy. Like many veterans, Bob struggled with the transition, but he refused to let it defeat him. He knew that if he could survive Vietnam, he could survive anything. After Vietnam, Bob took a different path than most of his peers. He enrolled in the University of Baltimore, using the GI Bill to fund his education. It was here that Bob discovered a new passion: computers. Teaching himself to code, he spent countless hours experimenting with software, driven by an insatiable curiosity and a desire to create something of his own. In 1984, Bob took his first major entrepreneurial leap by founding Parsons Technology from his basement. His first product, a home accounting software called MonAccounts, was a hit. At a time when personal computers were just beginning to enter American households, Bob's software offered a simple and affordable solution for managing finances. What set Bob apart was not just his technical skills, but his relentless work ethic and hands-on approach to business. He didn't just sit behind a desk, he was out in the field, attending trade shows, speaking directly to customers, and learning what they wanted. This direct engagement with his market became a hallmark of Bob's entrepreneurial style. Parsons Technology grew rapidly, eventually employing hundreds of people and generating millions in revenue. Bob's knack for understanding customer needs and his willingness to take risks paid off in a big way. In 1994, he sold Parsons Technology to Intuit for $64 million, a massive success by any measure. But for Bob, this was just the beginning. The sale of Parsons Technology was a turning point. It gave Bob the financial freedom to pursue new ventures, but it also left him restless. He wasn't content to sit back and enjoy his wealth, he was already thinking about his next big idea. In 1997, Bob founded GoDaddy, a company that would go on to revolutionize the internet domain industry. But the early days of GoDaddy were far from glamorous. Operating on a shoestring budget, Bob and his small team worked tirelessly to build the business from the ground up. They faced countless challenges, from technical issues to fierce competition, and at times, the company was on the brink of bankruptcy. What kept GoDaddy afloat was Bob's unwavering belief in the potential of the internet and his willingness to take bold risks. One of the most controversial decisions he made was to launch provocative Super Bowl ads that put GoDaddy on the map. These ads, which pushed the boundaries of what was acceptable on national television, drew both criticism and massive attention. The Super Bowl ads were a gamble, but they paid off in spades. Overnight, GoDaddy became a household name, and traffic to the website surged. Bob had once again proven his ability to disrupt an industry and turn controversy into profit. Under Bob's leadership, GoDaddy grew exponentially, eventually becoming the world's largest domain registrar. But Bob wasn't just building a business, he was building a brand. GoDaddy became synonymous with the internet itself, a go-to resource for entrepreneurs and small business owners looking to establish their online presence. Despite GoDaddy's success, Bob knew that the internet landscape was constantly changing. In 2011, he made another bold move. He sold a majority stake in GoDaddy to private equity firms KKR, Silver Lake Partners, and Technology Crossover Ventures for $2.25 billion. The deal allowed GoDaddy to continue growing while giving Bob the opportunity to step back from day-to-day operations. The sale of GoDaddy marked the end of an era, but it didn't mark the end of Bob's entrepreneurial journey. In fact, it was just another chapter in a story that was far from over. While Bob Parsons is best known for his business achievements, there's much more to the man than his corporate persona. A passionate motorcycle rider, Bob's love for the open road is as strong as his love for entrepreneurship. He's been known to spend hours on his bike, finding peace and inspiration in the solitude of the desert. But perhaps the most significant chapter in Bob's life is his commitment to giving back. Through the Bob and Renee Parsons Foundation, he has donated millions to causes ranging from healthcare and education to veterans services. Bob's own experiences, from his humble beginnings to his time in the Marines, have deeply influenced his philanthropy. He's passionate about helping those who, like him, have faced tough odds and need a helping hand. For Bob, success isn't just about making money, it's about making a difference. His foundation's work is a testament to his belief that those who are fortunate enough to achieve great things have a responsibility to help others do the same. Today, Bob Parsons is a billionaire many times over, but his legacy extends far beyond his financial success. He's a self-made man who turned adversity into opportunity, a visionary who saw the potential in the internet before most, and a philanthropist who's dedicated his life to giving back. But perhaps the most important lesson from Bob Parsons' life is this: it's not where you start that matters.
I don't think so. No, 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 no. I don't think so. No, 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 no. It's never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen. I don't think so. No, 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 no. I don't think so. No, 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 it's never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen. I don't think so. No, 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 no. Maybe someday you'll have it your way. Maybe someday it'll all work out. Until then, nope, a nope, a nope, a nope, definitely nope, a nope, nope, a nope. Probably never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen. Oh no.
At night. So one of the things I learned when I got there was that the squad had been ambushed, my squad, a few days. I wasn't a very good student. If I was a kid in school today, I'd be pumped full Ritalin. This paper here comes from, I think I was in the 2nd grade. The teacher got together with my mother and says, what do I have to do to get little Bobby's attention? And so they concocted this plan where each day I would bring my papers home and my mother would sign them. And this is the paper that I brought home on day 1. You can see it says here from the teacher, where is your work? 0 work, right? And my mother saved it. And when I opened my first office, it was my first business, first startup, Parsons Technology, she framed it and gave it to me. And she says, just remember where you came from. I tell you, every year, whether I passed, hell, I graduated from high school, I thought I was going to fail most of my classes. This is when I was the guest of honor for the Marine Corps' evening parade at 8th and I Barracks. You know, I do a lot of public speaking, and one of the things I get asked time and again is, what in my life am I the most proud of? And it's a very easy question. I am a United States Marine. You gotta love what you're doing.
You don't have to be the smartest person in the room to succeed. You just have to be the one who works the hardest and never gives up.